to Mount Pleasant, Michigan, home to the Central Michigan Chippewas. Looks as if we're going to have an outstanding crowd as we've got a great game in store for you. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Ball State Cardinals taking on the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Central Michigan's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires left. That's caught. It's Kelly. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Chippewas have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback, making the play.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Chips.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here in this game, in this environment. All 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ball State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Grab near the sticks. It's Stevens. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Spears. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Showing off the arms. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He'll get rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This time on target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
1st and goal, Ball State.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together an 81-yard drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Shabera. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Finds his big tight end. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals are marching down the field. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looking to throw. Touchdown Cardinals! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Davis will throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Turning it on. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Chippewas.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they closed the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Shabera. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got a man. It's Hoover. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Shabera. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle with Stevens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the catch. It's Shabera. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
He's got... down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Spears. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
They punted away on 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. This sophomore behind center has been surgical in his performance. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
On the option. The pitch. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. Davis looking to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. He'll ride his man on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB.
Touchdown, Central Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much, just brutal. They're trailing by 14 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stevens. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Shabara. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
Looking to throw on first down. This time he's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
28, Central Michigan, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Davis will throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on third down there. Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stevens. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the sling.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Shabera. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They'll immediately call timeout. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Shabera. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ball State.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm.
There he goes. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Extending the play. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab on the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. The lone back's got it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Looking for space. It's Spears. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for a crease to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this. Defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He's looking to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
2nd down coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. goes to the option. He'll toss it. Oh, better look out. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Chippewas with the 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Chippewas with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Motion from the wideout. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Townsend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. The option look. Breaks into the open. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll give it to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Still looking on the move. Rolling right and going deep. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're working that left side. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Shabara.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, give on the inside. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. They get to him as he throws. Working that left side now. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They appear to be headed to the win column for the first time this year. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia Tech picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Frank Beamer built there in Blacksburg, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 28 to Clemson. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls and fires complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Chippewas lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's an interesting call, going play action on third and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapsed.
He lofts one down the sideline. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Chippewas are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. And the Chippewas are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. He's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving up a 3rd.
Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember.
Touchdown, Chips. Great job by the back on the option. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. And this sophomore behind center has been really impressive so far. And the QB has more than had his weight as lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. The sure hands, it's Stevens. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They feed him again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Punt is in the air. And the returner will be brought down. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. This young signal caller just seems to get better and better with each game. And he's thrown it all, turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Gives it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Chippewas in the hurry-up.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Davis looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. It's Jenkins. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unleashes one deep. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, and the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Central Michigan, 35.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Just brilliant orchestration of this offense by the sophomore quarterback. And the QB has more than had his way, just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Grease, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You could see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive.
There he goes. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Pulls it in. It's Stevens. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Cardinals back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. Lets it fly. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He's taking a deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. This sophomore behind center has been surgical in his performance, and he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
49, Central Michigan, 35.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. After this, it'll be a wrap. Davis looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.